if you have a common platform. And this is again where they missed. They lost 2 years on that, not making any progress. But at the end, I think the industrial setup itself is okay. To have one big factory in Jönköping in Sweden and one big factory in Würsen, plus a factory in Czechia, which is specialized much more on the fan coils, which is another product line. And Czechia is a very efficient factory in my view. But today, the problem is not the rationalization of the factories. The problem is much more the rationalization of the product line. And I don't understand why they have spent 24 million of restructuring costs where they have not done anything on the factory side.
I've seen a bunch of things in some of their slides where they show this was the old factory, this is a nice, shiny, new factory. I mean, again, it looks better and they can point to some operational things. Yeah. But again, to me, that little bit of that is vanity. It's, actually, when you look at the really hard things to fix ultimately are which products are we going out to market with, and how does that link up with your sales force? And again, to me, they showed a grid of this is where we sold all our products, these are where our margins are. To me, if you have fewer products, it's easier to guide your sales force where they should be selling things in terms of here are our factories, here are what we're producing, we're busy, we're not busy, therefore you should be selling at X. More products means more dilution, etc., etc.
You are right. I think, to be fair, they have done a very good job in terms of cleaning, 5S, lean manufacturing, especially because they recruited a guy who is an Italian guy who is named Alberto, and they did a lot of good work in terms of looking of the factories. The problem is that it does not fix the problem of product line efficiency, point number one. And point number two, I remind you that last year, Würsen recorded a lot of quality problems, a lot of delivery problems, because they loaded the factory like hell because of what I mentioned to you, that means the sales guy trying to regain market share, and the consequence has been a screw up in the factories. And today is the contrary. Today, the factory of Würsen is empty. So they are again chasing volume by reducing the margin. So it means that if you look at the second part of the year, the margin will continue to reduce. And they have a good factory. They have, let's say, a good looking factory. But the problem is that the factory is empty. Today, the factory is empty. So after that, you can't deliver your budget of 50, because at the end, they presented, after the 43.4, they presented a budget in 2018 of 56, which is back to the performance of 2016. But today, if you look at the situation of end of June, I don't see how they are going to deliver 56. I don't see.
So again, it just seems, this is, I guess, you talking around a number of the internal problems that they've had at the business, and again, a lot of this is, I guess, part of the product of the merger. Part of it is self-inflicted. Part of it is historical as well. I guess people looking from the outside, I guess all you have to do is just say we've got a product overhaul, some of the, I guess sort of efficiency is not the world, but some of the reliability issues you can sort of put into the past and just say, look, that was an old product, we've got a new product here, it's much better. I guess, both the companies have a decent brand in the market, that should all be fixable, but I guess, it comes back to this company is going to have a decent length hangover from effectively what was a number of operational issues that went all the way through 2017, probably late 16 as well. And so I guess the positive thing now with what we're seeing is that the numbers aren't declining at the same rate. You're relatively flat on the numbers, and so again it comes down to the point that clearly that margins where they sit today are very, very weak overall, but actually you've got some stabilization again. It should be turning around faster, but to me, it's quite hard to break these businesses as long as you're performing on a local level. And so, again, management